when you go into I need to do something that's always future based, when you're in the current moment, there's just being, right? There's only being in the current moment. Can you see how your head goes, but what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? That's always future. So it's like a process of rewiring your mind into what I'm doing right now is doing something. So let's just say what you're doing right now is listening to me talk. And it's like constantly bringing your energy back from the future and into the now. And again, you can keep going, but what do I need to do? What do I need to do? No, being here and whatever you're doing. So it's like whatever you're doing right now is perfect for whatever you're meant to be doing. And this is where you can't be in certainty or uncertainty at all. Because whatever you're doing right now is what you're doing. So once your mind and because your gut understands it, but once your mind starts to actually bring in an awareness of, oh, so whatever I'm doing right now, I'm doing something. Even if you think it's nothing, it's still something because you have an awareness or you have. So it's like the more you actually notice that in each moment you're still doing something, even if it potentially means you're doing nothing, you can never ever be in uncertainty or in uncertainty because you're just here. Certainty and uncertainty is just future based, and this is the thing that's been driving you.
Yeah.
Yourself up, and you'll continually do it because it's keeping you in uncertainty. So you'll continually want to do something, but then you'll continually not want to do it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Because of certainty and uncertainty, which is actually, again, the way to shift out of the certainty and uncertainty is the awareness that that is always in the future and your concept of the future. Now, if I say to you, well, how do we create the future? It is always from the now. So it's the awareness, and I know you like steps. The awareness is being in the now, number one. Then number two is saying, I'm doing something right now. It stops your brain from going, what am I going to do? And you say, I'm doing something right now. Now, if you're doing something right now, what do you notice? Are you noticing you're actually doing something right now? Where, when you have an awareness of you're doing something right now and you continually tell yourself, and I'm doing something right now, 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 you will stop that certainty and uncertainty balance going on. Because and so the thing is, again, like this is what happens. If you keep saying, I'm doing something right now, I'm doing something right now, I'm doing something right now, you're not only is all your energy that's scattered everywhere come back to the now, the awareness of I'm doing something right now, even if it's appearing to, let's just say the future self that I'm doing nothing, or the perceived self, what then happens, again, is that you'll have a greater understanding and greater awareness of the present moment. You'll actually feel time start to spread out. And so you'll actually say, okay, so whatever I'm doing right now is what I'm doing right now. And having the awareness that what you're doing right now is creating your future. So then you decide, oh, okay, so whatever I'm doing right now is creating my future. I can decide right now to think something. I can decide right now to feel something. I can decide right now to do something. And that'll be all creating your future, which makes your now feel much more important.
Productive.
Feeling that and you're thinking that, what do you think your reality is going to be? More productive, more, because you're constantly in the doing something right now. Because again, look at what you're doing right now is you're listening and you're writing. You're doing a lot. But even if you're sitting there and thinking something, you're doing something right now. Even if you're having an awareness you're doing something right now, but you're not. See, this is where we got caught up in the whole productiveness of the doing, and that sitting there thinking or pondering or whatever is doing nothing. But in actual fact, you're doing something. So can you see again how that feels more relevant than the what do I need to do? Can you see how when you say what do I need to do feels so wishy-washy? Doing something right now, then, oh yeah, I actually am. The more you say that, the more you do it, that concept of that duality piece, and this is what I'm seeing a lot of. I think I posted about it yesterday around people with their readings. Do I stay or do I go? Do I leave them? Do I, stay with them? Do I take this or stop this or whatever? And it's like, I'm getting another option. So for you, instead of saying, do I have certainty or uncertainty, actually you could just be here, noticing that you're doing something already. Even awareness is doing something already. So checking an email is doing something already. So then you can see, let's just think about, okay, so doing work, or whatever you're doing right now is related to your work and getting it cleaned up. Can you see how you're already doing it? So then you won't actually have that whole procrastination pop in, because even if you're procrastinating, you're doing something. It's like it's just rewiring your brain, because even if you say I'm procrastinating, the brain thinks that's doing nothing. But if you say, actually, no, that's still doing something, it's actually just rewiring it and changing it. Be doing nothing and procrastinating. So you can see that even the perception of procrastinating is a concept that we learnt. Procrastination probably really isn't even, it doesn't mean we're doing nothing, because if you have an awareness of procrastinating, you're doing something which is doing nothing, but it's the concept of doing nothing. But even the awareness of the procrastinating is actually important to know. Yeah. And then we go into I need to stop. Well, that's still future based. No, if you're procrastinating now, own it and say, okay, I'm still doing something by procrastinating right now. And then can you see it just opens up all this space to, and what else can I be doing now? And then you'll continually be doing something now, whatever that is. And you'll feel the purpose of it, even if in the past you thought it was doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.